Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the March 7th, 2008 edition of Overtime Sports. I am your host, Chase Reynolds, along with Tyler Herrin, and this is our weekend preview for NCAA college basketball.
Big game Wednesday night. The Florida Gators played host to the number 4 Tennessee Volunteers.
And last month in Knoxville, Tennessee, the Vols came back from being down by 13 to win that game 104-82.
But Chase, this time Florida had a 35-19 lead midway through the first half.
And yet again, the Tennessee Volunteers came back and won it 89-86 this time in Gainesville, Florida.
You know, that was a great game, and the Volunteers captured the SEC regular season title. But do you have any idea the last time that happened?
It probably equals the amount of time it took the Kansas football team to get a good season.
Ouch. It was actually 1967.
Yes, that's a long time ago, but at least they got it. Next up is the Thursday recap, or last night. We had the number 7, 24-5, Stanford Cardinal heading down into Pasadena to take on the number 3 ranked UCLA Bruins.
You know, the Bruins actually pulled away with a 77-67 win in overtime, but all through the game, it was mostly Stanford dominating up until almost the end of regulation when the Bruins got a controversial foul called in their favor.
Yes, and this is the 3rd consecutive Pac-10 regular season title, and the Bruins have not done that since 1995 through 1997.
You know, Chase, even though Stanford lost, I found it interesting that Brooke and Robin Lopez, they're both 7 feet tall, combined for 32 points, 6 dimes, and 16 boards, 13 of which belonged to Brooke.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing if you guys didn't see that. That was a great game. Next up on the slate is the in-and-out teams for this week. And first up is the Oregon Ducks. They're 17-12 and 8-9 in the Pac-10. So Tyler, is Oregon in or out?
I say that the Ducks are in, and let me tell you why. The Ducks beat K-State at Manhattan, which is very hard to do. They won at home against St. Mary's, and a huge road win against Arizona, 84-74. Notably, Stanford in January, 71-66. The Ducks definitely have a good shot at being in the tournament.
But you know what, Tyler? I'm going to have to disagree with that. Stanford got the revenge on their home court February 7th with an embarrassing 72-43 victory at home. I mean, come on. Very weak RPI. 1-7 versus the top 4 in the Pac-10. That does not get you into the big dance. And Nebraska, Oakland, swept by USC, UCLA, and Washington State. That does not get you in the big dance. Oregon is not in my opinion. No way.
Okay, well, that's your opinion.
Yeah, it is, and I don't think they're going to get in. Next team on our slate is the Arizona Wildcats. 18-12, 8-9 Pac-10 play. Tyler, are they in or out?
Arizona has the number 1 strength of schedule in the nation. They also are ranked number 33 in the AP poll. They have 5 wins against top 50 RPI teams. They also swept Washington State, beat Texas A&M, and they did have that recent loss to UCLA, but they slaughtered Oregon State 81-45 on Thursday. And they almost beat Kansas in overtime at Allen Fieldhouse.
Almost is the key word. They did not beat Kansas. If I was on the selection committee, I would not put them in. And these are the reasons why. They have dropped 6 of their last 9 games. They had an embarrassing home loss to USC in which they lost 70-58, and they were also swept by Arizona State and Stanford. The only way they have a surefire chance of even slightly making the tournament is if they can beat Oregon. And that's their only chance. And even then, I do not think they'll make it in the tournament. So that's just me, but I do not think the Arizona Wildcats will make it to the big dance.
That's all we have for you today on of the weekend edition of Overtime Sports. Go to our channel at youtube.com/OTSports. Watch part 2, where we are playing Pick'em with the games this weekend. See you in a bit.